So I sent it to Ray Meridian and also the 5 elements. So it's in English and then I Google translated in German.
Okay. Can I have the
You can keep it, yeah, because I basically I put that on Word. It's the actual, I copied it from the email to Word. But I can give you a quick rundown is that I was staying in a hospital, yes, because I have 5 legal cases against my employer, AOK, so I'm waiting for money, right? So I'm staying in hospitals. The one thing is I was supposed to stay in another hostel and they overbooked, so I quickly had to book this 5 elements. I knew nothing about it. It looked okay on the pictures. I'm like, okay. So I got there and I probably arrived, I don't know, between 6 and 7. Last Saturday.
Last Saturday?
Yeah.
Last Saturday we have
So I arrived last Saturday, between 6 and 7. The staff, they were not very nice. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I gave them the money. They said, oh, we're not putting you in the room. We said we're going to put you in an 8-bedroom room. I said, you know what, whatever, I don't care. So I looked around, I'm like, it's a little bit, in the red light district in Frankfurt is not nice.
Okay.
But it doesn't say, they don't tell you that before you arrive, right? So where it started to go bad was, there was a pool table downstairs. I said, oh, the pool table's free? They said, yes. I said, okay. So I was playing with a guy from New Zealand and some Canadians.
Do you have the names of the guys?
I'd only just met them that night.
Okay.
It was just like, oh, we all met and what again? And then the problem was, 3 guys came down and they took a particular dislike to me. And kind of like, one of the guys' name was called Claude. Now he was quite short, but I mean, he was built. And there's Claude, like the French name Claude.
Okay.
So this went on for 10 minutes and I said, you know what, forget it, I don't want any trouble, just leave me alone. And the Canadians and the Kiwi were like, is this gonna like end up in a fight here? I said, look. So I went back upstairs, because when you have to give a deposit. So I'm waiting for my deposit, and he's there like this, and I'm like, what's your problem? And the thing is, when I knew it wasn't a situation where the staff knew this guy by name. Yeah. They were like, Claude, no. That's not a good sign. So I'm like, what's going on here, man? I don't want any trouble. So he grabbed the pool cues, and I'm like, what the fuck? So the staff were like, yeah, don't worry about it, and then that's it. What is it even about? So we were downstairs, and the Canadians started to say, what's going on here? Is there like a problem? And I said, no, just let's leave it alone. But then I went to the bathroom downstairs, and they bust in the bathroom.
That all happened in the 5 element?
All of it.
Okay.
Within the space of 2-3 hours.
Okay.
So I'm in the bathroom by myself, and they bust in the door with the pull cues. I'm undressed because I'm in the bathroom. I'm pulling up my pants. What the fuck's your problem, you weirdos? And then it became more and more. They were totally trying to provocate me into a fight. And I'm like, this has got nothing to do with me, man. I got nothing. I don't know anyone in Frankfurt. And it was particularly this guy called Claude, who was the smallest one. But the way he was built, I could tell he knew how to fight. Okay. And he was constantly on my case. I'm like, leave me the fuck alone. So I went straight to the manager. I said, who's the manager? I said, just give me my stuff back and let me go. I'm not staying here. I'm not even staying one night here. I don't know these people. What's going on? So at this point, there was 3 Canadians and 1 Kiwi, and we're all like, it's like it was going to kick off into a big brawl. And I'm like, no. So the staff seemed to think it was funny, so I would be sat on the sofa and they were pinging elastic bands that were hitting me in the face, and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. The staff.
The staff?
Yeah.
Behind the reception?
Behind the bar. So there's like, let's say you're the bar, I'm sat here and I'm talking to an American guy about what's going on, and they're pinging, and I'm like, what is this, high school?
Yeah.
And they came over, and one of the staff members, a girl staff member, said, Claude's not the asshole, you're the only asshole here. I'm like, I don't even know you. I never met you before. So then this got worse and worse. And then there was a guy who was there who had black earrings. You know the ones with the holes in them.
Yeah.
And he's
Tunnels.
looking. Sorry?
The tunnels.
I don't know what they're called, but and I literally was like this. These are the only shorts that I had with me, right? So I'm moving my shorts. He's like, "Oh, the girl was offended that I'm with." I'm like, "What the fuck?" Anything they were trying to do to provocate me into some kind of fight, right? They were doing anything.
Okay.
So I called the guy over and I'm like, "This is absolutely ridiculous. I'm in an international city, Frankfurt, and this is your behavior. This is a joke. Give me my money back." So he's like, "I'm not in a position to give you your money back." I'm like, "You could see what's going on. Stop it." And then this guy with the tunnels is just won't freaking leave me alone.
The guy with the tunnels, he also was the
Well, I don't know about
guy
him.
behind the bar?
No. He was sat at a table by himself, talking to one of the managers.
Okay, he's also some of the
They wouldn't
guys
tell me.
working
He said,
with one of the stuff.
I couldn't figure it out because I'm like, "Does he work here?" And they're like, yes and no. And I'm like, "What does yes and no mean? Either he does or he doesn't." "Well, we don't know." And then they wouldn't give me any of their names, and then it started to escalate, like go downhill really badly.
Okay.
So they're making comments, and they both, and the Claude and the other one still have these pool cues. This one with the tunnels, as you call them, is surrounded by 3 guys. All the staff are on me. There's a black guy behind the desk, and I'm like, "Dude, please, it was like 10 on 1. Because at this point, all the Canadians and Kiwis had gone, and I was just going to go to bed, and I got cornered in reception. I'm like, "What the fuck is going on here?" So then the guy with the tunnels went, "Right, that's it, you're out." I'm like, "What?" So now it's quite late, right? I don't know, Frankfurt. He makes a phone call. These 3 huge guys come in, bouncers. I'm like, "You gotta be kidding me." So they're manhandled. They grab me by the neck. They hold me up. They're like, "Get your stuff." And so I'm like, "Take your hands off me." So I went up to my room. I called the police. I'm like, "I got a big problem here. Don't know where I am. I'm in my room. I got like 12 guys on me. This is a big problem." So basically, they're like, "Oh, you calling the Polizei when you caused all this trouble?" I'm like, "I didn't cause no. What the hell are you talking about?" And he said, "For one thing, you get none of your money back." I'm like, "I've been here 2-3 hours. You don't. What's your problem?" So basically, 2 male police officers turned up. I tried to explain to them, and they went, "Non sprachen Deutsch." I said, "I can't speak," and they got in the car and drove off. So I had to go back into that hostel. I'll be honest with you, anything could have happened, really. There's this one guy who wasn't German, he was Eastern European. He was like, "I'm gonna fuck you up, I'm gonna kill you." I'm like, "Stop talking. I'm gonna, leave me alone." So they wouldn't even turn the lights on. So I go back into my room. There's now 7 people in my room and my bed. It's an 8-bed dorm.
Ah,
It's a
okay.
dorm. Everyone like, "What the hell's going on?" The people, the staff are trying to make me out to look like a bad guy. And so I start telling the rest of the people what happened. Then they switched the lights off. I couldn't get all my stuff. There was a pair of shoes left there, my medical bag, money, and they're like, "You just got to get out." So there was this guy with the tunnels and this big, huge Eastern European guy, and the other 2 bouncers. I don't know where they went. And we're in the elevator, and they were really giving it to me like, "You fucking come back to Frankfurt. I'm gonna do this and this and this and this." I'm at this point, I'm not saying anything.
Okay.
So I'm waiting outside. I'm like, "Can I get my stuff?" The bouncer said, "I suggest you shut the fuck up. I'll kill you." And I said, "You're gonna kill? Why the hell would you do that?" He said, "I could fuck you up in 1 minute." And at that point, I'm like, so I'm now wandering the streets of Frankfurt. And I came across Le Meridian. I'm like, I know the name of that hotel. It's a good hotel. So I went in there and I tried to explain to them what happened. So now there's a Frau, and I think her name was Tracy. And a gentleman was there. The gentleman was like, "Remember, this is a big establishment, blah, blah, blah." I said, "Look, I don't want to see him. You don't want to see him. I just want my stuff back." So they're calling fire.
What kind of stuff you lost?
Well, the thing is, when they took me to my room, I was trying to turn the lights on. They wouldn't let me turn the lights on. They were making me out to be this idiot. So I'm trying to like dig around for my stuff, my medical bag, my money, my shoes.
How much money?
To be honest, it wasn't much. It was like 40 euros.
Okay.
My shoes were the key ones because I had a pair of Asics running shoes. And my medical bag is really critical because I have a broken nose, I have a concussion. So if I don't take that medication, I can end up in not such a good state.
Okay.
Oh, and a USB. That was the critical part. Because I have my 5 legal cases, right? I normally work for SAP, Sky Deutschland, these people, and they owe me money.
Okay.
So a lot of my evidence is on a USB, and I keep the USB in a black backpack.
Yeah.
In one slip.
Okay.
The USB had gone. So
Oh, and what's on the USB?
information
Information.
for my court cases.
Court cases? I don't know.
Arbeitsgericht.
Ah.
And it's worth a lot of money. Not the USB, but the information on the USB. I have several USBs, but that one was a critical one. So the USB itself is worth like €4. The information on there, I need to go to the Arbeitsgericht.
Okay.
And the problem I then had is the Le Meridien spent 2 hours trying to fix this situation to the point they said, we've done everything we can, but you need a police report. And the thing is, I now don't feel comfortable going back.
Okay, now for me, for easier words, because my English is not the best. You checked in on the 25th between 18 and 19 o'clock. Okay, and you fifth element. Then you get a room.
Yes,
with
the second floor.
eight beds.
Yes.
And there were also 7 guys.
Guys and girls.
Guys and girls, okay. And then you go downstairs to the hotel bar.
Yes.
And then there a small guy with big shoulders.
Well, no, he was a big, like, he was short, but he knew what he was doing.
Okay, Claude.
Claude, yeah.
Claude is checking you.
Yeah.
And follow you on the toilet.
All three of them did. Claude was the instigator.
Okay.
He came up to he followed me up to reception, grabbed the poll cues, and at this point he's giving me like little jabs in the stomach. Are you a man, are you a woman? I'm like, I don't know you, man, go away.
And did he asking you or
He wanted to fight.
He only wants to fight. He don't say nothing like give me all your money or
No, just wanted to fight.
Nothing. He only wants to fight.
Yeah, but the thing is, the staff. That's when the staff said, "Claude, stop it." So the staff knew him, and that started alarm bells in my head. Because if he's automatically wanting to fight me, and the staff know him, that's not a good sign.
Okay, and the staff on the reception
Knew him.
knew him and
By name.
Tell Claude, talking to Claude to stop
Yes.
fighting
Yeah.
you. On this evening, you were drunk?
No.
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 You drank nothing, no alcohol? Or
I had 1 beer.
1 beer, okay, that's not bad. Do you think Claude was drunk?
No.
No? Okay. After then when you go back to the bar of the hotel, you get
No, what happened is a part missing. I went back downstairs because they had a TV, foosball table, and at that point, Claude had brought 2 friends. One had tattoos all over him, and the other guy was a big guy, and I couldn't pick out the accent because I was asking like, "Where are you from?" And they said Egypt. I don't think so, but with a name, Claude is a French name.
Yeah.
They weren't German. At least 2 of them were not German. The other 2 were quite big, but one of them had tattoos all over him.
Okay.
And then they're eyeballing me, doing all this stuff, and I'm like, this is gotta be a joke.
Friends of Claude.
Giving me the death threat, yeah.
Okay.
So it's a spiral staircase. I went into the bathroom, I'm pulling up my shorts, they bust the door open with the pull cues and they're getting ready to whack. I'm like, you've gotta be fucking kidding me. At that point, some people came down, they stopped, I got back out, I demanded to see the manager. That's when other, like the Kiwis, a couple of Americans and Canadians were like, what's going on here? And then it all calmed down, but they're like staring me the whole time. And then it looked like it was going to escalate into a huge brawl.
Okay.
And then we calmed it down, I thought everything was okay. And then the constant pushing and shoving, so then I said, give me my money back. The Canadians had already gone to bed. And what happened was I got isolated down there by myself.
Canadians were in
I don't know them.
another room?
I don't know them, I just met them there that night, but because I have a Canadian passport, they were like, if they come after you, we'll jump in,
Okay.
like to try and help. And even the Kiwi, I just met him that night, and he's like, what the fuck is going on? I'll jump in.
Okay.
All of us had only been there a few hours. It was just, they were particularly, I don't think, looking to rob me. They were looking to fuck me up, excuse my language.
Okay.
They wanted purely to fight.
But Clark and his friends don't stay in the hotel. They are
No.
living there. Or?
They don't know.
Okay.
So that was my idea, is like, one, they knew them by name. Two, they seemed to own everything. Three, if you say to someone, Claude, not again, he's obviously done it before. And the problem was, this went on all night, and then, so the bouncers knew Claude, the staff knew Claude, and it seemed to be like, okay, you guys all know each other, what the hell's going on? So I don't think it was a particular robbery, other than the fact that they never gave me my money back, and then money got stolen. But it was almost, as soon as I went to the pool table, non-stop aggression of, let's fight or you're a pussy.
Okay.
And it got worse and worse and worse, and I was only in that building literally